on the right hand side, both will be done at the same time. So we are shifting terms in the denominator into the numerator. So you will write it 4a plus 5b plus 4a minus 5b whole divided by like this one. And same process will be done, that we will shift the term into the numerator in the denominator. We will shifting the terms from numerator, like 4a plus 5b is in the numerator, and we will subtract the term which is in denominator, 4a minus 5b. So numerator term will be added into the denominator, will be added into the numerator, and denominator will be subtracted from the numerator. So you have to keep it into the mind that whatever is written in the numerator, that will be added, and the same numerator term will be used to subtract it from the denominator. Whatever we have done on the left hand side, same will be performed on the right hand side. Same process, means 4c plus 5d. We will add up the term from denominator, that is 4c minus 5d. So again, 4c plus 5d, this is a term of numerator, and you will subtract the term in the denominator, that is 4c minus 5b. I believe this must be d. Fine. So 4c minus 5d. You will observe that the volume of the question has increased. Fine. So you can see that maybe on the copy, if you are working it, the page, it may be exceeding outside the page. So I would recommend that it is your choice. You can even do it by parts, or in the beginning, if you will note few questions, then later on you people will become used to of working with it. So volume of the question in the beginning of the solution of the question, first of all it increases, then it decreases gradually in the next steps. So you just have to keep it in your mind that volume will be increased, and you will notice that actually we are just writing the terms. There are no more technicalities. If you know the sequence that how to add, then obviously rest of the process is quite easy. These are just numbers, we are just adding and subtracting, nothing more than that. So I have just removed the brackets, and whatever in the denominator, you have seen that there is a negative sign. So what I'm going to do, that I have changed the signs of the last two terms from both sides, from right hand side and from left hand side of the equality sign. So once it has been done, you will see that we are in a position to cancel terms. Like you can see that 5b will be cancelled with 5b, 5d will be cancelled with 5d. Same 4a will be cancelled with 4a, and 4c will be cancelled with 4c. And now you can see that 4a and 4a will become, that is 8a, and in the denominator 5b plus 5b, it will become 10b, equals to 4c plus 4c, that is equals to 8c, whole divided by 10d. So you can see that there is a common factor on both the sides. So you will cancel 8 and 10, 8 and 10 from both sides. So you are living with it. We are running short of space. So what I would like to do, that I will write it here. You will be getting a over b equals to c over d. And if you write it in the form of ratios, you will write it a ratio b is equals to c ratio d. So you must notice that this was the required task we were asked in the question to prove. So we have proved it. Fine. If you look at the question, that what was required to prove, we were required to prove a ratio b is equals to c ratio d, and this term was given, that was 4a plus 5b and 4c plus 5d. This was given, and we were required to prove this one. And one more thing which I just forgot to tell you, that we should, because we have started the question from this step, so we should write it here after the proof by using componendo dividendo theorem. The same theorem which I just explained you before the start of the question. So what was the componendo dividendo theorem? That was A over B is equals to C over D, then this implies that A plus B over A minus B will be equals to C plus D over C minus D. So this is the reference of the theorem that we wanted to use so that we can apply that how to find the solution or the required proof. So you will first quote the statement and then you will start the solution of the question, that why we are doing it. So whatever is given in the statement, you have to start the application of the component or dividend theorem. So as I am telling you that the whole term into the numerator will be considered as a single term, same will be done in the denominator. Okay, I will explain you next question. The question is over, but I want you to ask the question so that then we will proceed put the reference and then you should start working by using componendo dividendo theorem. And what is componendo dividendo theorem? So keep on writing so that you can get a better practice. So according to statement, if A over B is equals to C over D, then this implies that A plus B over A minus B will be equals to C plus D whole divided by C minus D. So this is a statement of the question. And once you will do it, you have to start applying. Fine. Don't forget about it. This whole part is taken as A. I have placed the brackets around it. I am telling you that please do place a bracket. This will be the very first task and very important. Normally student uh, does mistake at this step because he or she normally forget to place a bracket around it, and you simply have to subtract or add the term. So consequently one sign is wrong and the whole question will become wrong. So place the brackets around it for the safety reasons and then start working it. The first part in the numerator is taken as A and the second part in the denominator is taken as D. Fine. So don't forget about it. The whole term, though it is a compound term, but the whole bracket will be taken or considered as a single term. Now what I'm going to do, as I have done in the previous question, I will shift this term in the numerator from the denominator to the numerator and I will add it. And same will be done on left hand side and the right hand side. Same procedure will be done. I am shifting the terms from denominator to numerator and we will add them together. So find how to add them. CPA plus QB. Try to write it on extreme left side of the page so that you can get some space to work out. PA minus QB. And same will be done on right hand side, PC plus QD and plus PC minus QD. This is the first step that we have done. We have shifted the terms from denominator to the numerator. Fine. And again, you will write the numerator first. So normally the students do these type of mistakes that they write the term of the denominator and subtract the numerator from it. So I am telling you that always keep the numerator first and then either add or subtract the denominator from it. Then the mistake will not be there. Fine. So keep it in your mind. We are just simply adding and subtracting. Same procedure will be done again. Whatever you have written on the numerator, same will be written in the denominator, but simply there will be a sign of subtraction between the two brackets. Same whatever is written in numerator, same will be in the denominator, but there will be a difference of sign only. So in this way, hopefully you will not perform any mistake. Once it has been done or written, in the next step, you have to open the brackets and go for the cancellation. So PA plus QB plus PA minus QB whole divided by PA plus QB minus PA plus QB equals to PC plus QD plus PC minus QD divided by PC plus QD minus PC plus QD. So I have simply opened or expanded the brackets and I have changed the signs of the terms which are next to the negative sign. And again, same procedure will be done. What is the same procedure that go for the cancellation? You will see QB will be cancelled by QB and PA will be cancelled by PA, and again QD will be cancelled by QD and PC will be cancelled by PC. So once it has been done, you will notice PA will become 2 times, so it will become 2 times PA. Same in the denominator, QB and QB will become 2 times QB equals to 2 times PC divided by 2 times QD. And same way, you will see that terms in the numerator will be cancelled from both sides. And what we will be left, obviously, that is PA over QB equals to PC over QD. Now it's your choice. You can directly cancel it out, or we can do I believe cancel it directly, because volume of the question in the next question will always be increased. So go for the direct cancellation. A over B is equals to C over D. So this completes the question. So that is A ratio B equals to C ratio D, because this was required to be proved. This is how we will finish the statement of the question. Okay, so same sort of question, only difference is there that it contains alphabets, P's and Q's were there, and rest of the procedure is same as we have done in the previous part. So same question, same sort of question as we have done in the very first part. So this is the end of the question. So see it clearly and then ask the question, whatever you want to ask. This was required to be proved, and we have just finished the proof, like this one. Component or dividend theorem. Sometimes they ask, sometimes they don't. Like in this question, you will see that it is not written use component or dividend theorem. It is not written anywhere. So, but you have to write the reference by using componendo and dividend theorem. First write and then quote what is the statement. Like if A over B is equals to C over D, then this implies that A plus B over A minus B is equals to C plus D over C minus D. So this is how you will write the solution set. And now we are going to start to apply. Fine. So again, I am telling you that whatever is written in the denominator, you will shift it into the numerator. Same will be done for this side as well. Both denominators will be added into the numerators. Fine. So because we have 4 number of terms, so I will write it more in a smaller size, and I will use the extreme left side of the page. You people can see it. If it is not possible to work it out on the copy, so it's better if you keep your copy horizontal, and then you can write it from top to bottom or from left to right directions. And whatever we are solving, I always direct you that please solve it on your copies as well. Otherwise you won't not be able to understand anything. Whatever you will be learning, it will be washed away in a few minutes. So do practice whatever we are doing, write it on your copies. Okay, we are writing the term in the numerator, and term in the denominator will be 2a plus 3b, and I will place a bracket around it. Then I will write the term from numerator, that is, sorry, denominator 2a plus 3b minus 2c minus 3d. Fine. So I will write it like this one. And same two terms, whatever I have written in the numerator, same will be written in the denominator. Fine. So instead of getting confused, write the same two terms into the denominator, same two terms, same pattern, and just do one thing, place a negative sign between the two brackets. This will complete the left hand side. I have applied the componendo dividendo theorem on the left hand side. Fine. But we also have to apply it on the right hand side. So now I'm going to write the right hand side, this right hand side. So for that one, I will use equality sign right here, and I am writing the right hand side, that is terms involving 2a minus 3b plus 2c minus 3d plus the term from denominator 2a minus 3b minus 2c plus 3d. And again, these two terms will be written in the denominator, but there will be a negative sign between the brackets. And as I am telling you that only volume of the question is bigger for this step. Otherwise, you are simply just adding the terms and subtracting the terms, nothing more than that. Okay, anyone from the classroom, if you feel that you are not understanding up to this step, I have simply done the same procedure what I have done before. There is nothing new about it. Simply shifting terms from denominator to numerators, and the same is done in the denominator and simply subtracting the two signs, two brackets. Now simply open the bracket and solve it. And for that one, I will write, just let me write it like 2a plus 3b plus 2c plus 3d plus 2a plus 3b minus 2c minus 3d. I'm writing the left hand side and just removing the brackets. Same will be done into the denominator. I will change the signs of the terms next to negative sign, plus 2c minus 3d plus 3d. This is the left hand side, fine. And for right hand side, you can see that this part, this is the right hand side, so I'm placing an equality sign. So please keep it in your mind that if I am writing two terms, equality side, on left hand side of equality sign I am writing the left hand side, and on right hand side of the equality I'm writing these two terms. So open the brackets, so 2a minus 3b plus 2c minus 3d plus 2a minus 3b minus 2c plus 3d. So this is how you will write the left hand side and right hand side, and then go for the cancellation. So this is 2c will be cancelled, and then 3d will be cancelled. This is how you will proceed. 2a and 2a will become 4a, 3b and 3b will become 6b. This is after the cancellation. And same you will notice for the denominator. See which two terms will be cancelled. Minus 3b and plus 3b, these two will be cancelled. 2a and minus 2a will be cancelled. So from denominator on the left hand side, I will be getting 2c and 2c will become 4c, and 3d plus 3d will become 6d, equals to, uh, again I'm solving for right hand side. 2c's will be cancelled and 3d will be cancelled with this 3d. And for denominator, we will see that 2a will be cancelled and 3b will be cancelled, these sort of things. Now what is left, I have to write it. On right hand side, you will see 2a plus 2a, it will become 4a, and 3b will become 6b divided by 4c minus 6d. So this is that, these are the terms which are we have obtained after the simplification. Now the point is this, that have you gotten the answer which was required? We were required to prove a ratio b is equals to c ratio d. This is a requirement for the question. Now either we are getting it or not getting it. uh, we are not in such a position that we have gotten the required answer. So what will you do? Our first task is this, that if we will again apply the component of dividend theorem, so you will not be able to get the required results, because you are getting the terms involving c and d in the denominator and a and b in the numerator. So once you will add them together or subtract them together, you will not be able to get a, b, c single terms. So for that purpose, you will have to first swap the terms. So we will use another theorem that is called invertendo theorem. We have learned in the, I will write it separately right here as a reference. What is invertendo theorem? So alternando theorem. Alternando theorem alternates the terms. So according to that, if a over b is equals to c over d, so that you can swap two terms or alternate two terms, a over c will be equals to b over d. So you can interchange the terms but the equality sign will not be disturbed. This is the objective of the question. So we are using or switching two terms. The reason I am telling you that if we have to we have to apply the component of dividend theorem. So but if we will apply the component of dividend theorem at this stage of the question, it will not return us a required answer. So what we will do, that we will first swap the terms or alternate the terms by using the reference theorem. So then by using it, you will see that we will be getting 4a plus 6b divided by 4a minus 6b equals to 4c plus 6d divided by 4c minus 6d. So this will be the format. Once I will do it, I have written the reference. Now again, I have to apply the component of dividend theorem, and then you will see that we will finally get what is required from the question. So I will apply the component of dividend theorem on the next page. So simply I'm writing by using component of dividend again. So again stands for, you will place the brackets around it, and then we will start the same procedure. Componendo dividendo. So we are using componendo dividendo right here. Fine. Don't forget, at this stage we are applying it on the next page, and it will reduce to the required results. So I am writing it on the next page. That is 4a plus 6b and 4a minus 6b. This is the term after the applying. Same two terms will be written again, as I am telling you. Same two terms will be written again, and but there will be a negative sign. And on right hand side, again we are getting 4c plus 6d. 4c plus 60 and 4c minus 60. Whatever we have written in the numerator, same two terms will be written in the denominator, and there will be a negative sign between them. Now open the brackets as we have done before and go for the cancellation. So meeting ka time khatam ho raha hai, so quickly let me write, and you people have to reconnect once the meeting is over. Fine. 4a plus 6b minus 4a plus 6b equals to 4c plus 6d plus 4c minus 6d. 4c plus 6d minus 4c plus 6d. So terms will be cancelled, b's will be cancelled, a's will be cancelled, here d's will be cancelled, and c's will be cancelled. We will be getting 8a over 12b will be equals to 8c over 12d. 8 by 12, 8 by 12 will be cancelled, and this will finish the question. A over b will be equals to c over d. Right? So this will